It's
Yeah, I
elite.
love the bonfires.
Yeah, it's
That's my
elite.
fave.
Bonfire.
Yeah. There's a stage outside too.
It's funny because when you guys came for the comedy show, we were gonna do a bonfire after, but it rained or some shit,
yeah,
so
it
we
was
just chilled inside.
I was just telling her when we drove here last, I was like, I felt like
Yeah.
it took so much longer. And I was like, I think it was raining.
It was
Yeah.
And it
raining.
was dark. And
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
That
We were
was
gonna do-
October or something, right?
it wasn't.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember the comedy show. We were like, oh, we'll do the bonfire after, have a good time, and then it rained.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, we'll just chill here then.
Yeah.
Let me just be yes.
We'll be just chilling. All right, everybody ready? We can start this up. 2:52. You good? Everybody
The time
everybody
is now. Winter's here.
All right, let's get it. You now tapped into What Kind of Party, episode 21. I just said I was like, damn, what episode is this? Episode 21. we got a party in the building today. What kind of
Yeah.
party? We got a party. We got sisters. We got roommates. We got longtime friends. We got everything in the building
Wow.
today.
We
Tried to
wildin'.
cross my legs.
We got Mackenzie. We got Tara. We got Alissa, Simone, myself. We lit today. How's everybody feeling? On this
Great.
wonderful, wonderful Sunday.
Great.
Coasting.
Back in the studio.
Back at it.
I know we were virtual, right?
Yeah, we didn't record last week, and we were virtual last time, so
Wow.
We did 2 in a row virtual.
we did Sunday, Monday.
Sunday was real.
Sunday was here. So, but that was 2 weeks ago.
I
So
haven't
we
seen
back.
you in 2 weeks. Jesus Christ.
It's been a minute.
That's like 2 years for Simone time.
And-
Yeah, yo.
Weird. How's everybody feeling? Everybody feeling good? Everybody great?
Yeah.
Everybody shakes their head, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Honestly, nice weather now. You know, I mean,
I
it's
know,
a
it's
little
starting to
chilly,
get a
but
little
like
better.
now it's
It's
getting
low-
like
it's
nice.
cold. snowing today. It was low-key just snowing.
Today, but I'm
Not yet,
hating
it's
like we're
sticking.
at that point where we get like the tease of warm weather and then
Facts.
it goes back to cold weather and then it's
Yes.
tease again and it's just like
Yeah.
I hate that shit. It's like I'm
Yeah,
trying
me
to play
too.
basketball one day, and the next day I'm like shoveling out my car.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
Seriously.
going on here?
Yeah.
Springtime.
It's
The
New
gentle
York.
whiplash.
That's New
Winter.
York. Yeah.
Isn't it
for
like?
real.
Isn't it called like the false spring or something like that? But it's only like a New York
Sounds right to
thing.
me.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like the fake spring.
You never
It's
know
like-
what to expect with fucking
You know what's
New
that time
York.
of year when those like memes start going around about New York's like bipolar ass?
Yeah, you got like half the sun, half
So we're
the
trying to
snow.
figure it out, guys.
Do you wear a parka, shorts? You
No,
just
for
do
real.
both just in
No.
case.
It's like
Facts.
actually confusing.
It's
Facts.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get it. You want to start with the? I don't even know. I haven't been here so long. I don't even know what I'm trying to ask.
Your
Let's start with
mentality,
the
1 to 10.
Yeah, 1
what?
through 10. Thank you.
That's a-
Simone, you can start at
Dude,
1 through
very
10.
good.
We'd like to tap in. 1 through 10. What's your mentality looking like?
I'm feeling great.
Keep it real. We're keeping it real right now.
Yeah, sure.
I'm feeling great.
All right, so give me a number. No, because last time you,
You
like 2
know what I
weeks,
mean?
3 weeks ago, you said I'm a 10.
Yeah,
you said,
like I said,
"Nah, I
it's been 2
can't."
years, so now I'm great. No, you know, I'm good.
So what are you at, 1 through
I'm
10?
just chilling. I'm gonna give myself an 8.
Okay.
I think it was like a 9 or something last week, but like
2
you
weeks
know,
ago.
or whenever the fuck I saw you last was. But yeah.
All right, so why are you an 8? What's going on?
Life is good and I am happy.
That's not
But why
valid
not a
enough. Yeah.
I've never been a 10.
Yes, you have.
I've never
That's
claimed
cap.
a
Yes,
10. When did I claim 10?
I don't know, but then the week
I was
after you
capping,
said
right?
exactly.
Did we say that?
Exactly.
I was capping about the 10, and then I said the next one, and I said it's not a 10.
What's new in your life
And
in
then
the
I
last
tried
2
to
weeks?
change, like, what?
What's new? What's new in the life of Simone in the last 2 weeks?
Happiness.
Everything. Just everything.
All right, great answer. 8.
Thanks, friend.
Alyssa, 1 through 10.
I have to think about it.
Okay,
Can you get back
Tara.
to me?
Games instead? It's been a while.
I know it has been a while.
Play games instead.
I would say 8.5.
Okay.
Solid.
You know, it's the weekend, which is good, but like the weekends are never long enough, and then I have to go back to work tomorrow, and it's gonna be stressful, and it's so 8.5.
Okay.
That's why I'm not a 10.
Honestly,
I
I
like
like that. I guess 1 through 10 for me. I guess I'm at a solid like 9.
Ah.
Gang.
Hard
I need
nine.
that in a gif. I need that in a
You
gif.
know, moved in, so like I'm kind of just like now blossoming. Now that I'm not living at home anymore, which
Ooh, that's big time.
Ugh,
That is
honestly,
big
it's
time.
such a different vibe.
Word.
It's such a different vibe. Like being
You
a
don't get to
home
live
person.
with me anymore.
I know, it's kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. I had to get a cat. But like,
No, it's okay. I get it.
but you weren't even home half the time.
I'm never home anyway.
So like now I don't have to deal with like my parents, which obviously I love them, but
Yeah.
like there's only so
Yeah.
I'm showing mom that.
Of course.
I love you, mom. But you know, like I'm chilling, honestly. Like, I started up my art stuff again because, like, with the whole apartment stuff, like, it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. So, like, now that I'm, like, settled and, like, getting back into it, I just got, like, all the vibes coming up. I'm like, this is good. This is, like, and it's spring, too. So I'm like, we're starting new.
Feel more inspired by the springtime?
For sure.
Yeah,
for
right?
sure. Especially because we get to go outside. I feel like when you're stuck inside, like, you're kind of, like...
You get invigorated by the sun.
true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
So
That
true.
beginning. Just, like,
Yeah, yo.
Word.
1 through
Dope.
10.
Now you're going next.
I have to go
Yeah,
again?
yeah, yeah. Again?
You didn't even do it next time.
Okay, I'm high. I'm high up on the scale. Oh, okay. I would say 8.8.
Okay.
It's pretty high.
What's that? Why are you 8.8?
Well, we booked our venue.
Yep.
Woo woo. So that was a big stressor for a while. So now that is sent. And I feel like we're on the path to figure out everything else.
Word.
On the path to the
And-
aisle.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally. The aisle to the aisle.
The aisle to the aisle.
I like
That's
that.
the name of the memoir.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like everything is aligning. Work is great. So yeah.
Word. 8.8.
Yeah, I like it.
Up here. Up here. I'm up here too. I'm always up here. I'm coasting. Honestly, the book and the venue was very nice. We were just saying we went on a crazy roller coaster. We met Russell Clark. Just a crazy roller coaster of emotions the last week
What
because we
episode
were trying to
was
figure
Russell?
this out. What episode was that when we were talking about Russell?
That's
Back.
What
like,
episode?
a
Oh, it was
month
Paul.
at
It was
least.
Paul episode.
Oh.
It was
Okay,
15,
okay,
16
okay.
maybe. I don't know. We were talking about Russell Clark and we met this man finally. And it was
he
just a roller
hooked it
coaster.
up.
He hooked
He
it
did
up.
hook it up.
After playing with your emotions.
No. He played with his emotions after he hooked us up.
Alright, so that's okay.
But then after he like passed us off, like everything is good now. But it was at that moment it was like this. Our emotion was like, fuck yeah. Oh, damn. Yes, let's go. Oh damn. That was the emotion. It was a roller coaster, but it was
really
all good.
was.
Everything is good now. I'm coasting. I would say
Honestly, I
9-1.
feel like the reason why we met Russell Clark is because they are now better staffed.
Oh, for sure. I think
Because
honestly
there's new people there.
and I think
can sense
it
in my
stems with the
bones.
weather. I don't know why, but I just
Yeah.
feel like once it's like nicer, more people
probably
want to book
started hiring
hotels,
more
more people
people.
want to do things. So it's like, all right, we got to get staff now. Wintertime is like no one's really booking, so we're not gonna stress out. But I would say 9-1. That's what I'm looking like. I'm up here.
Nice.
Yeah. At that weekend, I was probably like a 9-9, and then I was 7, and then I was
Yeah.
7
Isn't even that low.
It could have been like a 2.
7 is rock bottom for Michael.
It really is.
He never goes lower. He goes lower.
What was the lowest I've been on this pod?
Yeah, probably a 7.
Yeah, sounds about right. Probably. Probably was.
7 was after, like, we had that technical difficulty.
Oh yeah. I was like an 8. I was like an 8.5 or some shit. Yeah, I was tight. But I wasn't like. I wasn't like. No,
This is the number thing.
How mad could I really be if just the podcast was messing up? Like I was annoyed, but I wasn't like mad. Like it wouldn't have been my life.
You said you were a 7.
He always looks at like the big picture of things. Like
Yeah.
it's always like
I try to
always
simplify
happening for
everything, and if the simplify doesn't work, then I get a little annoyed.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But if everything just needs to be
I
simplified.
get so annoyed because it's like I get like I make my little problems big. I'm like, Michael, this is like the most annoying thing, and he's like, yeah, but is it really? And I'm like, shut up! It's not. I know. Just validate
Just
me for
let
a
her
second.
have it.
Yeah,
Same melody, same No, but you keep me in check, which is good.
She also keeps me in check. It's like sometimes like, no, it's alright. She's like, no, it's actually not. It's actually
Not okay.
Like, I'm not actually
This is not okay. I guess we gotta think about this a little bit. Word. All right, so Mackenzie, actually, we're talking about a little bit of your art. I want to let's get into that. Let's talk about where you started, your brand, everything. Talk about it.
All of it. All right. So
Well, tell me the origin first. Tell me we can start.
origin. All right. So like the label I go under, I call it Giraffe Studios. Just so it's went through a couple name changes, but like that's the one that kind of stuck. So the giraffe bit. I just love giraffes, guys. Like
same.
they're like awkward horses. Like, I love
love
them. They move funny.
I love
Their
them.
necks are weird. The babies drop 6 feet at birth. Like
Yeah.
I love that.
I
Like
know.
it's just so funny.
This is very
Very
things
far.
to just like about an animal.
Did you know? Did you know
And
all
their
these?
tongues are purple.
Yeah, like that's weird.
Are they
Why do
really?
they have horns?
I know.
They don't need horns.
That's mad
There's
funny.
so many just like weird things, but I'm like, but they're so majestic at the same time,
Yeah.
weirdly,
They are.
and they're also like, I don't know, they've made it this far, so I'm like, they're clearly doing something right. Like, I don't know what it is. So I'm like, I love giraffes.
Yeah.
And then mad is kind of like you know how like, I mean, English is kind of annoying, so like words have double meanings. So like mad could be crazy or mad could be like angry. So it's kind of like a play on like is like this angry art, or is this like crazy art, or is this just like what it, like, you know, it's just kind of that like how art can like evoke any type of emotion depending on like who's looking at it and their like mood for the day and that whole thing. So it's kind of like they kind of just like fit together and the flow was nice, and I was like, I could just call it that, and then everyone just kept throwing. It was like at the time where everyone just kept calling everything a studio. So everything was like, this is like Blue Studio, and it's like, all right, I guess it'll be a studio. So it kind of just stuck. So like that's really like the origin of it, and it was also because my name's just really long. My name is very long. Like it's 9 letters to begin with. Like Mackenzie's just a very long name, and then on top of it, I got the hyphenated last name. So I'm like, what is just something that I could just like shorten it? So I'm like, instead of just initials, it's just like Mad Giraffe, and it's just like everyone knows because like who else is like called
That's
Mad
cool.
Giraffe,
It's unique.
That is
It's
dope.
That's dope.
That is
you know?
dope.
So I'm like, all right, like this is it. So then that's kind of like the origin of it. I don't sign things like Mad Giraffe. I do sign like my name on things, but it's kind of under that like bubble, which is nice. And then I'm like, I can branch out and like get different artists and like do like nice collabs and things like that. So I'm like, this could work. We're still in the building up stage, but this could work.
What was like that plan when you first started? Like, what did you want? What did you like vision from it?
Oh, bro, I envisioned like, you know, those whole ass like graphic design studios where like one little corner is like they're doing typography, and that one they're doing like actual like icons and graphics, and then like in the back there's a bar, like one of the straight vibes all around. Like in the middle it's like just beanbag chairs. Like I envisioned like a whole like, not a Google, but like a Google version of just like a creative studio, like especially for like Black creatives and like creatives of color, and just like for people to go and just vibe out and just like have fun. Haven't reached that point yet, but we're on the way there. You know, yet is the key word on this, but like we'll get there eventually.
Facts.
You know, like different. What are they called? Not cohorts, but like when like different people they come
collaboratives kind of thing.
Yes. Like I kind of want it to be kind of like that, so we all come in under one name, but then like we can all just branch out, like make your own money, do separately. But like if we want to come together,
it's all
do
the same umbrella.
Yeah. So like that's kind of like where my head's at going forward.
Word.
But right now we're still in I just got an apartment, rebuilding it back up from like the beginning, you know, that sort of thing. So like, if anyone wants to join,
I wish I was good.
Hit me
I'm not good
I
at
don't
all.
have money, but like I have vibes.
That should be enough. Money will come.
Facts. Nah, that's big
We'll
time.
start there and like work our way up.
Have you always known that you were like artistic?
Like low key, yeah.
Sarah's answer. She said.
She used to do my artwork like projects for me in high school. Like I don't know how our art teacher didn't realize that she was like doing both of them because we were in the same class. But like
Very similar. Like I was like, all right, I'll do this one slightly different, but it was like little drawing things. It was like draw like the first thing on your desk, and it was like a pencil. So I would do a pencil, and then for her it'd be like an eraser. So I'd do the eraser, and it was like the same thing.
that's
just
horrible.
and then she would do one for herself, and then it would just be like completely different. So then she would get like a B+ on this one, and then like a D, and she's like, "What's happening?" And it, like the art teacher was like, she was
like 85 years
She was
old.
an 85-year-old like nun who was like,
Shout out to Sister J.
Shout out to Sister J.
R.I.P. But like she's like,
Oh damn,
honestly,
Damn, I didn't expect that.
I mean, she was like 85.
Oh no.
I mean, she's an icon, honestly. Like, cause I went to like Fordham for undergrad, and like the running coach found out I went to Kennedy, and he's like, "You know Sister Janet?" And I was like, "She was my art teacher." She's like, "I used to know Sister," and this man was like 75. And I was like, "How long has she been around?" Like, what's happening? But like, she was honestly like definitely a big proponent of just like good art. We weren't allowed to like, we would put in like VCR tapes of like Disney shit, you know, because like we're art students, we're not gonna do work all the time. So we would just watch movies, and we would pop in just like random VCRs of like different Disney things. We weren't allowed to watch Hunchback because we
ugly
weren't
things.
ugly things.
If she thought they were ugly, they were not
was
allowed
like,
on
nope.
the TV.
Stop.
Like we
That's
could watch what's the one with the dinosaurs?
Land Before Time.
No, like they eat people.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, well, we can watch that, but like Hunchback of Notre Dame, no.
No, and like was it Nightmare before Christmas, not allowed.
Really?
Hercules.
Not allowed.
Why?
What? Who's ugly in Hercules?
The little guy with the.
Oh, that's
horns.
mad. So one character in the movie's like,
No,
you're done.
that's it.
Like literally,
You're
like,
done.
And she would come in and she wouldn't say anything either. She would just click the eject button.
That is so funny.
And we'd all be like, we were watching.
like sitting around a table, just like watching, like as we're eating snacks, and she was just like, you weren't here for like 30 minutes of the class, like, and now you're coming in and turning your
That's
shit off.
hilarious. How like in
Certain
Catholic
yourself.
school they can just like make their own rules. They're like no Hercules, but like public school they like have to be like inclusive. You know, they can't say no.
Yeah, everybody's
You know?
included. You're ugly,
Yeah.
you're accepted. It's okay.
Okay.
Here's a bunch of films on how to accept ugly people.
Accept ugly people.
Seminar downstairs, 2 p.m.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Yeah. I am never she a legend. She a legend.
See, like even now she's influencing us. Like, she's always around.
Wow.
I'm convinced.
How did you find your vision, your perception, your voice, your art, your you know?
Honestly, it kind of comes from like a place of self-discovery, like low key, because like when we were growing up, like we're half black, half white, like but also adopted. So like there's a lot of layers.
Africans.
United.
Like there's so many layers. So like we grew up with like a British, Jamaican, like an Irish Bronx like upbringing, because like and like my dad like he's mostly like he's Jamaican but he's British, like realistically, you know, like he's just like British to like his core. So it's like we really just grew up with like the like I guess like the quote unquote like Western way of like upbringing. Like we knew all the proper stuff, like very much like it within like the realms of like white culture, like very like acceptable like across like the board. But like there was that like that underlayer of I don't know that other part. Like I'm melanated, so like I got the pigment, you know. Like, so like there's that part of me that's like, well, like I have the pigment. Like if I'm out in public, I am either described as Puerto Rican, or Dominican, or like if depending on where I am, I'm just black, which is fine. Like I'm obviously like I love all that. I don't speak Spanish though, so like, a lot of people are disappointed. But they're like, oh, it's like, like they'll start speaking Spanish. I'm like.
We went
So
somewhere one
Espanol.
time. They didn't even say. They just started speaking to us in Spanish. We were just trying to buy some food from like a cafeteria, and both of us were standing there like with cups of soup, like.
Like, please help. And then she's like, "Mom never taught you," and we're like, "No."
Have you met my mom? She's downstairs. She's white.
She's like a white little Irish lady. Like you put her in the sun too long, she's gonna. But it definitely like comes from that like trying to figure out for myself anyway, like what it is to be like. A person of this skin tone like in America because I don't know it, so like I'm learning like Erykah Badu, you know, like I'm learning like I love her. I've just like discovered her like a month ago. she's so cool. I was like she's so cool. But like all that stuff, like I'm still learning it. Like I don't know like any of the stuff, so it's really like the when I like do like paint and do like things like that, I usually try to depict people of color and like just across the board. Like it's not just like strictly black people, like literally whomever. But like it's kind of like a mode of self-discovery like in that realm, so to speak.
Cool.
I feel like Tara talked about too, like in your school it was like prominently like white. So I'm sure like being in that influence too kind of like strengthen that itch to like find yourself, you know, like want to find your own.
For sure, especially because like I mean like I love Fordham. Like I literally went back for my master's there, but like it is a predominantly white institution. You went to and we all like went to predominantly white institution. You know, it's like it's just like not something that we're taught. Like I learned. Like, I would say my most vivid memory of, like, realizing, like, that I did have melanin was, like, in high school. I remember we had a history class, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen La Amistad. It's, like, some, like, historical movie about, like, a slave ship coming over to America, but, like, by the time it reached here, slavery was, like, abolished and things like that. But, like, so it was, like, a lot of the... Are they free? Are they not? Are they, like, you know, it was, like, that sort of thing. But, like, the first, like, 10 minutes, guys, it is heartbreaking. You see from, like... the time someone gets captured to like what happens on the ship, and there was no trigger warnings, you know, like trigger warnings are fairly new.
Like fairly new,
like, and she was like, the teacher was like,
McGowan.
I think he was missing. she was like, she didn't say anything. She was like, if anyone needs to leave, like, feel free. Like, it is
As Mac's the only black
I
person.
know, like, I'm literally the only person in there. It's just like, okay, and I'm like thinking, like,
Mackenzie, if you need to leave, that's totally
Like,
fine.
no.
Don't feel awkward.
but I'm over here like, I'll be fine. It's a movie, like,
Yeah.
and then like, there's like a scene where like all these like people are chained together and they get tossed off the ship,
Shit.
and
Yeah, I
it's
feel
like,
like I remember this
and they
one.
just start sinking
Oh
like
my
in the ocean. And
God.
I just remember seeing that, and I was like, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Time for me to go.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, and everyone around me, because I didn't say anything. I just got up and
Right.
left, and then everyone around me was like,
You feel like you're in like the spotlight, right?
yeah. I'm like, and I was in the back of the class too. I'm not gonna sit in the front. And so I'm like getting up and like, getting on my stuff and like leaving, and the teacher didn't say anything, but everyone else was like, Mac, what are you doing? I'm like, I gotta go. So I just like obviously went back to the art room. So it was like art's kind of like
Place
a
to go.
safe haven, you know, like it's like that place where I can feel comfortable, explore like who I am and like all those underlayers that I don't know, but also like at the same time like be able to express it in a way. So like I guess being a predominantly white institution, and it also like I was in the city, so like there was so much around me too that I could explore and like meet people and like all that stuff. So like it was really just like very helpful to be like there, even though it was like, was it a PWI? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but you were in New York City.
Yeah. So I mean,
Word.
yeah. So like
So
it
you
was
had like the outer culture, kind
Yeah.
of.
the
yeah,
city.
pretty much, yeah. Which was like cool though, cause like I explored Brooklyn, never been to Bed-Stuy before, and I was in love with it. I was like, this is it. These are my people. I went to like, these are my- I went to like some like random little like Afrobeat like festival thing in a park, and it was
Vibes.
straight vibes. Oh my god, I've never like it was just like you just saw like a sea of just like beautiful people. I was like, this is phenomenal. Like I'm so here for it. Everyone was lit, everyone was having a good time, like no one was fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is just like a very nice environment to be in. I was like, this is it.
This is it.
And for a time I was like, I'm gonna be in Bed-Stuy, like I'm gonna live there. And then I
Yeah.
was like, it's actually really expensive.
Yeah.
Like I don't
On the
think
other
I'm-
hand,
That's adulthood.
It's like, well,
That's adulthood.
yeah. No, oh my god, fuck adulthood.
I know,
No one
for
tells us
real.
about adulthood.
No,
For real.
Not about it.
And I think my biggest memory in like reaching adulthood was realizing that bacon was $9 a pound.
It's actually really expensive.
It's really
What
expensive.
the fuck kind
I
of shit is
know.
that? And then like I felt for my mom.
Yeah.
Every morning
Like, I'm
that
sorry.
She had bought us.
Yeah.
You're paying $9 a bacon for this shit.
I'm like, Mom, I just want to say thank you.
I appreciate you for everything.
Next to my eggs, I really appreciate it.
Butter too. Why is butter $5?
yeah, OD.
It's groceries are fucking expensive
I know.
now too. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
That shit's
I hear
wild.
it's not gonna get any better either. So,
Yeah, there's
so
no
I'll just give
promise
up.
for it
How's
to
that?
be.
Yeah.
Well, if y'all want
What we
ice cream,
can
so I work in an
find.
ice cream company. So if y'all want ice cream, please. let me know.
I'm that too.
Oh, I'm with the ice cream. I love ice cream. We'll eat ice cream in like mid-December. Like,
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
That's the best time to eat it.
Yeah.
It keeps you warm. Because your body has to use the energy.
Yes,
to, like, warm,
I
you know,
get
it
it.
keeps you
I
warm.
understand.
If you have it in the summer, it's too hot. I don't know.
We'll work through it. We'll figure it out.
we'll be alright. We'll be
But if
alright.
anyone wants any, let me know.
Ice cream. You got ice cream on the low.
I'll just put like a sample request. People will be like, oh, no problem here. I'll get you like the big tubs too, like, or I could get pints, whatever I want.
Aw.
Love that.
Just let me know what flavor. I'll just be like, oh, I want this one for photos.
What's your guys' favorite ice cream flavor? What's your favorite?
I would say cookies and cream.
Fire.
So
What about you?
Lately, I've been into Ben and Jerry's Half Baked,
Oh,
but I
bitch.
couldn't find it in the supermarket the other day, so I had to get some like peanut butter, like chocolate one, which was good.
What's your
but, like,
regular
Half-Baked is
go-to? Like
better.
the generic, like not generic,
Like if
but
I'm going
just
to an
like
ice cream shop?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm getting chocolate vanilla swirl with rainbow sprinkles on a cone
Yes.
Good shit.
every time.
Great.
That is.
Okay, we talking about ice cream shop?
It's a custom
Because we
bag.
were talking about
Ice cream
like
shop. Both.
okay,
Need both.
we're talking about like store half baked.
Yeah,
literally
so good.
half baked is
So
so
good.
I
like
love that. You put me
something.
on that.
I know
So good.
something they
I
put
know.
in it. It's just like quality. Like you taste
It
the
is.
quality.
No, it
you
is.
taste
It
the
is.
love that Ben and Jerry put in that thing. Like you taste
They
the
just
love.
love us so much.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so good.
All right. So what about store?
I usually just get chocolate soft serve with sprinkles.
Solid. Can't go
And
wrong
Oreos
with that.
on
Can't go
top
wrong with.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't do cone because my mom traumatized me when I was a kid. She never let me have a cone because I would always like, I would always mess it up. Do you remember that one time we went to the ice cream shop?
Oh my god, Alissa couldn't eat the ice cream off a cone.
Wait, why
The whole
not?
thing was like, She wasn't eating it fast enough.
She was over here triggered.
Yeah, she's like, they're all eating her
She
ice
sees
cream
one
like a
little
normal
thing come
person.
off the cone. She's like,
Struggling.
I was just like literally the whole drive there, I was like twitching. I was like, you guys don't understand. Like, I can't get a cone. They're like, okay, so don't get a cone. But I was like, I want to try for once in my life. And I got it, and I was literally just sitting there, and like the ice cream was just melting, and I was like, what do I do?
They're like,
It's ice cream.
it's ice cream.
I literally had to get a cup and put it in the cup because I couldn't handle it.
Did you like flip it so the cone was on top?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
had
then
to
you
flip
ate it that way.
Yeah.
the cone tastes mad good.
The cone is good. It's just like the actual functional part.
Holding it.
Holding it and then
and
it
seeing it
melting.
sweat on your.
Yeah. Anxiety.
Inducing, yeah?
Yeah.
It's the
You know?
drip.
Because then it's like you gotta wash your hands.
You know it's coming.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you're like licking the cone.
Never
Showing-
it's never quick enough.
Just
Yes, I hate sticky hands.
I do too. Oh my god, like syrup at breakfast.
I know
Yeah,
the syrup.
that's
I hate the
annoying.
syrup.
It
It's
is
all
annoying.
sticky and gross.
It's gross. What about you? What's your favorite? You worked at ice cream stand for mad long.
Yeah.
You were like the face of that
You
ice
were.
cream
You
shop,
dead
for
ass
real.
were.
You really were.
Anytime you passed the ice cream stand, you saw Simone sitting there outside. Chilling outside.
Pull up, grab a scoop. I think in the store, Ben and Jerry's Half Baked. I started at Half Baked, but they have this vanilla caramel fudge swirl thing that I never ever can find, and it's my favorite because it's never to be found like ever again.
Oh.
Edie's had a parrot like that too, and then they stopped carrying that in ShopRite.
Wow.
So now I just stick to vanilla or whatever.
Can we get
Plain
toppings?
existence, but whatever.
Can we get toppings?
Oh, yeah, hot fudge.
Oh.
That's
Do you
an
get hot fudge and
exotic
caramel?
topic for like an ice cream stand.
Caramel.
Hot fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elite.
hot fudge and like vanilla
No, it's
soft
good,
serve
yeah.
and like
That's
rainbow
elite.
sprinkles. Killer.
I
So
love rainbow
good.
sprinkles.
Word.
I'm a whipped cream kind of person too. So I guess a hot fudge sundae, yeah.
Basically what that is.
Basically just describing
Well, hot fudge sundae, yeah.
To the store, I used to come in. I would get the swirl,
With the
soft
cookies
serve.
and cream.
I would go soft serve, vanilla and chocolate, half. Oreos, more
really?
soft serve, more Oreos. Fire.
Actually, it is fire because if you let that
Fire.
sit for a minute and the Oreos get a little soggy, like
You know, 'cause
my
you-
fake put me on.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
because you put Oreos just on the top, like you eat the Oreos and like you just have soft serve.
do, done.
But when you put the Oreos in the middle and on top,
He kills me
me up
though
on the
because
bottom,
like,
too.
elite.
like
Triple
when you
A.
have to ask the person to make you that,
I know.
it's like he's like
I try to
what
be
do you want?
respectful
And
in
they just
every
want,
situation.
Like,
I'm
vanilla
in.
chocolate, like they just want an answer, and he's like, so if possible, can I do like a little bit of soft serve and Oreos, and then some more soft serve, and then some more.
if not, it's okay.
But
You
if
can
not,
just-
it's fine.
Sorry, guys. I just want to know. I'm not trying to be complicated.
Y'all are exposing me right now, but it's so true.
It's literally everywhere we go. Literally everywhere we go. Do you remember that one time?
Makes the excuse me customer.
And I want this, but more complicated. Okay, wait, no. We went to Texas Roadhouse this one time. Oh god. This was recently. And he was like looking at the menu, and he's like, I just want a chicken sandwich. And I'm like, there's no chicken sandwich. And he's like, yeah, but they have chicken, and I'm sure they have buns, and I'm sure they have cheese, and I'm sure they have lettuce and tomato. And I'm like, okay, but it's not on the menu. And he's like, well, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Like, it doesn't hurt to ask. I'm not being mean. I'm like, okay, fine, ask. So the
Yeah,
waitress
like-
comes, and she's like mad young, and he's like, so I was just thinking, like, if not, it's fine. But can I do like the chicken and then like with the bun and then like lettuce? And she was like writing it down, like
Okay, but
scribbling to it. She was like, okay, I'm just gonna ask the chef. I
can't
breathe. And then the chef or like whoever comes out with the thing, and he dapped him up. He's like,
He's like, bro, he said that looks fine. He said, that's dope. I said, appreciate you, my dog.
I can't breathe. But like, he's always that person.
I
that
am.
person.
But I gotta be respectful.
But fire.
I gotta be. Oh yes, the Oreos, fire. But in the store, I would say like a strawberry shortcake, Ben and Jerry's, elite.
I don't know.
Elite.
Yeah, him with the strawberries.
Absolutely not.
I love strawberry ice cream. Strawberry
Yeah,
ice cream
I can't
is
hop on the
elite.
strawberry wave.
Like,
Me neither.
I like soft, like
Unless
the
it's,
vanilla
like,
soft
real
serve with
strawberry.
like the strawberry.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
I know,
I can go
it's
for
like
that
the
too.
Like I
yeah.
could do that.
I don't like that either.
Really?
I tried all that like
Which
shit
one?
too.
Just
It just, I
vanilla
don't like
strawberry
that.
top?
Like they
Oh,
have
no.
like the same thing. They have like the pineapples.
Yeah.
Ew, you know, it's,
I don't
people
really
get
know
like
about
the maple
pineapples.
walnuts on their ice cream too.
Yeah, I don't really
and
know
I'm
about
like,
that. I mean,
ew.
what's the other ice cream that sounds gross but actually tastes? Butter pecan. That shit is fire.
Yeah, that's like an old people favorite.
It is. My grandma loves
Like
it, but it's
grandpa.
fire. It's fire
Ice cream.
though. It is fire.
Do y'all like pumpkin ice cream?
I don't think I've ever
Okay.
tried that.
I think
I feel like this could either go in.
No.
Yes, or the
Pumpkin, anything I don't like.
Yeah, I don't really know about that. I mean,
That'd be like
I'm
cinnamony,
open to
right?
try
A little
everything,
bit.
but
Or is it
Probably.
actually like pumpkin flavor?
It's like pumpkin. Like so,
Yeah.
like right now, because I had to take photos of ice cream for my job. I have a pint, like a thing of ice cream in my freezer right now, and it's untouched. Like I'm just like, I took a scoop for the photo. I'm like, like absolutely. It's like pumpkin ice cream, and it has like swirls of pumpkin in it, but like the ice cream
Ew.
itself is also like pumpkin, like
Ew.
spiced pumpkin. I'm like, this tastes like the pumpkin spice lattes fucking threw up in a thing, and like now I'm gonna have to
cream.
eat it, and I'm like, I don't want to waste it. Like I don't want to.
Did you try it?
I did. It was just so gross.
oh, yeah,
It was not good.
I
And there's
bet.
some chunky bits in it that I don't know what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
said
I'm
no
like,
for me,
like
dog.
pumpkin pulp.
That's what
like,
it-
that's
Yeah,
not.
it's
yeah.
just-
Like,
disgusting.
pumpkin is a vegetable, yeah?
Yeah, that's just
thought it was
gross.
I thought it was a fruit.
Is it?
Oh, because the seeds, huh?
I don't know.
It's a fruit.
But just the,
Regardless, should be eaten
fruits
ice
have
cream.
seeds, I think.
It shouldn't be an ice
I think that's the thing.
Disgusting.
But
Like to distinguish like fruit from vegetable.
What?
Seeds.
Is it?
You ever eaten a cucumber?
Tomatoes.
Cucumber or seeds
I think
in the middle.
I'm lost.
are we?
Those are fake seeds though.
Cucumbers?
Just for,
Cucumbers
just
are
for
fruit?
show.
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, no, I thought it was a
They
vegetable,
have seeds in
yeah.
the middle though.
What's the pumpkin?
Yeah, but like bananas
But
don't have seeds in them, that's a fruit.
tomato.
That's a
Tomatoes are
good
fruit.
point. That's a good point.
They do.
No, they
Little
don't.
tiny. Yes, they do. They have little tiny
Bananas
seeds.
have seeds?
Yeah.
Little tiny
Oh.
ones.
They're like them little black dots. In
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Look at your bananas a little bit
Yeah.
harder.
I
inspect
don't
them
want to,
more.
I just eat them. I don't really want to examine my banana before I eat it.
Examine your nanner.
I thought that was. I think that's a thing.
Alright, maybe.
We'll look it up
I
later.
believe you.
I think it's a berry too.
Or tomatoes, tomatoes,
Just
what
go
are they?
along with
Tomatoes
what
are
Alyssa
fruit.
says.
Weird. I remember hearing that when I was a kid, I was like, no way. You're not putting that shit in your smoothie. I've never put a tomato in my smoothie. I'll put every fruit in my smoothie, but not a tomato. So it's not a fruit. That's how I
That was your
classified it. That was my justification. I said,
I wouldn't put that in a
if it's
smoothie.
not on the smoothie, it's not a fruit.
You know what, Mike?
You're right. We gotta tell somebody.
You gotta tell somebody. You gotta let them know, let them know.
I don't know.
I'm weak. That's bad funny. Let's get into some Would You Rathers. We haven't done a Would You Rather in a minute. So let's get
I just
it.
feel like we haven't potted.
I know, I am
in a
excited.
minute.
Huh?
Just feel like we haven't potted in.
I know we haven't.
Potted.
Alright, let's get it.
Podation. Podulate.
I like that one.
What's the
Give me another one.
pedestrian?
Yo, you want to do pedestrian on Sunday or what? Alright, let's get it. Would you rather be a genius that nobody believes or an idiot that everyone believes?
I mean, do I know that I'm an idiot and everyone believes me? Because then I could just like use that
What do you
Right.
mean?
to my advantage. Like if I know, like, all right,
Well, if
like,
you're an
I'm
idiot, you don't
but
know.
like people just think I'm not an idiot.
If
then
you're
I
an
can
idiot,
use that
you don't
as-
know you're an idiot. You're an
Right,
idiot.
So then I'd take the other thing. Fuck you, people.
I would pick genius too.
That
Why do
nobody
I care
believes?
what other people think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
me. You don't have to believe me. It's your problem.
Word.
Facts.
Yeah,
And,
you
like,
ain't gonna
when-
believe me about nothing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Word.
Nice. Honestly, I'm with that genius thing too, because like when the world starts to end and y'all come to me after not believing me all these years, like
Yeah, I feel that,
that's
I
on
feel
you.
that, I
Like
feel
I'm gonna
that.
fly off
I
of my
feel that.
rocket ship and y'all are fucked.
I feel
I
that.
would have wished you were self-reliant in the beginning.
What about you?
I feel like I do the whole people believe me and I'm not.
I have a perfect example of Alyssa telling me something that I 100% believed her, and she was completely wrong.
She does it all
She
the
came
time.
into, when we were at Mount St. Mary, she came into my room. She was like, Tara, I have these protein granola bars. They're 9 grams of protein each. I be eating 2 a day, and that's enough protein for my day. I'm like, yeah. I was like, how much protein? She's a nursing student. How much protein do you need
side note, she is a nurse.
I was like, how much protein do you need a day? She's like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 grams. I'm like, oh, that sounds like great. Like, I need 1 granola bar a day to hit that. Like, that's perfect. And she went into her room and she came back later and she was like, Tara, you need 42 grams of protein a day. And I was like, well, you were very off. And I completely believed her. I was like, yeah, that sounds so right. Like, you would know. I wouldn't know anything.
Because when I said it, I was fucking with her, but I'm like, nah, it seems right. So I just let it go. I'm like, nah, I'm right. It's like gotta be 42. And I was like, let me just Google it, just to be sure. I corrected myself. But going back to the question, I do that a lot, and it's fun. So
You do that a lot. It's actually just funny. I picked up on it, and it's so funny, like, when you get other people, because, like, there's times where, like, she knows she's obviously lying or whatever, and people dead-ass believe her. She's like, says it with passion. Like, if you say something with passion,
distinction.
No, it's
believe it.
actually so funny. Like, there was one time for his birthday, I made like spinach chip, like it was literally just spinach chip and like bread, and I just like cut up the bread, and his grandma was like, oh, she's like, where'd you get this bread? I was like, I made it this morning. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I like woke up at 4 a.m. I like had to like let it set and then put it in, like I like made this whole story, and like she was like believing me at first, and then she looked at me and she's like, you bitch. It's so funny.
It is mad funny. I honestly, for the question, I think genius. I would probably pick genius, but like, what makes you a genius if like you're like how are you're only a genius in your own mind then? If nobody believes you, like I know nobody. Who cares what nobody says? But like. Nobody believes you, then who you're a genius to? Only in yourself. Like you're like
facts
schizophrenia.
Are facts regardless if people believe them or not, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, knowledge is knowledge.
I get that, yes, and like 100% like that. But I just feel like genius and like my opinions. That's just like.
I mean, just because they don't believe you, don't mean your opinion. You gotta stand for what you believe in.
No, Simone. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like you could be a genius and have opinions on something that there is no facts to like scientifically prove or whatever. But like you're the genius and you know it all, but nobody believes you. I don't know. That's just, I just how I see it. Like, how much of your genius? You're only a genius in your own brain.
There's a tree fall in the forest if no one's around, doesn't make noise.
Yes.
Like,
It's like the same question.
that's science. That's
Honestly,
not-
it's kind of just based on perception at this point, or
that-
perspective. Not
I mean,
perception.
that's how I feel. Like you know, like it's not like if like I don't know. Everyone believes you. It's just like all right. That I guess you make. No one believes you. It's like this person just like I don't know.
it's
Does that make sense?
a phony.
Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
Because like you're only smart in your own brain. Nobody
But that's all
believes
that
you.
matters.
I guess, but like the
So you need
thought
to
of
be
being
you
a
need to be
genius-
verified. You need a blue check in order to be a genius.
No,
You can't be a
but you need to be
self-proclaimed
verified
check.
by facts. There needs to be verification by facts. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, the facts exist. Look them up on Google. I don't need you to tell me I'm right.
all right,
But hear me
I'm
out
saying-
though. What makes a fact? Because if my perception of the fact is false.
The sky is blue.
See, there
Not
is.
necessarily though.
Oh,
What does that mean?
Because if it's cloudy, it's gray.
Oh my
The sky is blue.
But that's the clouds. That's not.
That's
But
not the
it's
sky.
technically the sky because the sky is above you.
Technically, it's not really the sky that is blue. It's just how you see it, because colors aren't really like real.
That is true. That is also very true. Because like someone
is
who's
real.
colorblind who can't see blue, this sky's gonna be gray permanently.
Yeah.
Word.
'Cause
See,
people
but
can't
like
see
that are things where like opinions, or whatever. But there's facts where it's like LeBron James has 4 championships. Like there's no
Statistical
Yeah,
things.
there's
Oh, okay,
statistical
like
things
data.
where it's like yeah, that's data.
Got
Like,
you.
you
That's
can't say
data.
he does it because he does. But it's just like that. It's like you're a genius. You could say that, be like, wow, no, I know I'm right, but everyone thinks you're wrong. Then like, okay, you know you're right, cool, but where do you go from here?
I know
Everyone thinks you're wrong.
LeBron has 4 championships, but you don't believe me.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
But I'm saying, like, this wait,
But
that's
no,
what you
no,
said.
I'm saying-
I know
I'm
LeBron has
saying
4
that's-
championships,
yeah.
but I'm trying to tell you LeBron has 4 championships, and you're like, no.
I'm saying
just using
in
the
that
precedent.
case, though, in that case, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that you can say. If you're a
No
genius or an
debating.
idiot, it doesn't matter. That's a fact. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no debating that because regardless of how smart
Was
or
the
dumb
sky
you are.
one not a good one?
Well, I'm just
That was
saying.
a good one.
I'm just saying there's like situations and topics where you can bring up like, no, this is this because of this, because you're just having like your own thoughts because you're a genius and you know it. But if everyone else thinks like you're wrong, you're not right. You're right, but like what does that matter? What is that gonna do?
Because it's
I
right.
don't know. People will figure it out eventually, I guess.
I guess, but they still don't believe you.
That's fine.
That's fine. Y'all gonna be wrong. I'm gonna sit here and be right.
All right, everybody pick genius. Is that everybody's answer?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Sick and shit the question.
Idiot, what, idiot, everyone believes you? Word. I mean, idiot. Everyone believes you. I feel like that's pretty dope. I mean, mad stupid,
That's
but
why
everybody's
he's
like, fuck yeah. That'd be fire. I'd be mad dumb. I'd be living life mad happy, but like always right.
I want to write you a comedy act, yo.
What?
Like, could you put that on at the wedding? Yo, that'd be fucking hilarious. Can we work on that? Like, seriously. Like, what kind of party is this? Comedy edition.
Wedding
A little
edition.
skit.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd watch
Just
it.
like a day in the life of like Mike. I want to know.
Can we
Through
like
her
slap
eyes.
a GoPro on you?
Let's
Like,
do it. Let's do it. I'm down. We should have did it like do our journey of trying to pick a venue.
Oh my god, that would have been horrible.
I
No,
feel like
that
there's
was
gonna
fun.
be so many other steps though, that you have to go through.
Yeah.
Anyway, that, like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know. We're gonna have, we have so many more steps. We literally just got like that check mark off. Now there's so many more steps.
So the big things. Now we got to get to the little details.
Yes. Oh my god.
Fine tune.
I'm so
Word.
excited.
Honestly, the big details were really what I cared about. The little
Right.
details are pointless to me now.
Yeah. Like, do you
Honestly,
want
truly-
white or cream tablecloths?
I don't give a
He's
damn.
Like,
You pick whatever you want. I really,
Or
truly,
eggshell.
I've said this before. All I cared about was like the after party, and we got that. And the hotel, we were just
Vibes.
talking about it. Like the hotel is literally a castle, so it's gonna be like a fun time. But other than that, I don't care if it's purple, if it's yellow, if it's green. I don't care. Like we're just throwing a party. I'm just throwing a party. I'm there for
Having
the
a
party.
party.
Other than that, I don't care. But word. All right, let's get to another. Would you rather?
yes.
Yes. All right. No, this is pretty good. Would you rather follow the traditional path with guaranteed success or follow your dreams with uncertain success?
Ooh.
My dreams. I feel like I'm stuck to that answer.
You're living it.
Unless I'd rather kill myself than do anything traditional anyway, so. That's just you. I'm non-traditional. It's not by choice, but by nature.
It is. It's a good answer for you. What about you?
Can you read the question again?
I know it was still long, and I was like, would you rather follow the traditional path with guaranteed success or follow your own dreams with uncertain success?
You see, here's the thing. Personally, I feel like I have picked a traditional path in life. So I cannot speak for those who choose the untraditional path because I chose the traditional path, and that's the path that I wanted to choose. That's what makes me feel fulfilled and safe and happy. But for somebody else, it could be different. So I'll go with traditional because that's literally what I did. I can't, and that I'm happy. But for somebody else,
I feel like the traditional is like so many different terms of traditional, because like nurses are not traditional. I mean, obviously you need nurses
I
wherever.
feel like nurse was like the first job ever, bro.
But yeah, like that's something that's like. I don't know. I mean, I know. I guess you could say it's traditional, but like any job, I don't know.
yeah. But I'm saying like
I could
I
tell-
went to school, I got a degree, I got a
I
job,
get that.
and
I understand that. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I would say that's what tradition is to me too. You go to
Some-
school your whole life, you go to college, you get your degree, you get your job, you get married, you have kids,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
you just spend
It's
the
all
rest
planned
of your
out.
life
On that
taking
tradition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
to me
Yeah.
is what like tradition.
Okay.
That's what I would think it is.
All right. So you pick tradition.
I would say that, yeah, just because that's what I'm
Word.
doing, and I'm happy.
I would have to agree, but I also think it's like what point you are at in your life. Like if you asked me 2 years ago, like I would have been like, yeah, I just want a full-time job to make money and go from there. But now I'm like, fuck, should I just quit my job and travel the world? I would never do that because again, I'm like the traditional type of person,
Yeah, yeah.
but like I would love to do that.
Yeah.
And I envy people who do
Do
that.
it. Just do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate that you
Making
don't
money.
do it. Oh my god, just do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're always gonna
But you have a cool job, though. I feel
I
like
do.
you
I really do like my job though.
We do.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, what do? I'm a social worker at a psych hospital
Oh, fuck yeah.
For
That is
kids.
fire.
for 5 to 12. Well, 13, 5 to 13.
So, like, what are these conversations? Like, home life conversations? Just like mental health conversations? How are you talking to these kids?
How do I talk to them?
Like,
I
without
talk-
breaking HIPAA?
I don't know. It's like I talk to them the same way I talk to a normal person.
No, I mean, like, what's like the. Come on, give me a picture. What's the caseload like? What kind of
Oh.
kids are we dealing with?
Suicidal kids, aggressive kids, homicidal kids. We had a kid who came in for choking a cat with
That's intense.
like a wire.
Oh
Jeez.
my god.
God.
That's
And then we crack jokes all the time because like the kids in the hospital like play cat now, and we're
Oh,
like,
jeez.
bro, don't do that. She's gonna go for you.
Wait, how does one play cat? Like,
I don't know. They just like they're kids, so
They're
like they
just,
make
like,
things
meow.
like
Yeah, kids
they
are
play like
crazy.
normal
Kids,
kids.
yeah.
Like they just do whatever they.
so
Yeah,
someone's
okay.
gonna be meowing around on the floor, and the next thing you know, you're gonna get here a code because
Yeah.
this girl is choking this kid with that wire.
Yeah, just
Because
look out
there's
for
no
kids
wires
playing
there.
just look out
But
for
this,
kids
I
playing
feel like
that.
the stories you have are dope because it's like you develop like a rapport with the kid, and then like they start telling you shit. So it's
I
like,
know.
and then that they request to talk to you because you're
The
the
kids
one
are
that
so.
they, like,
Every time they're like Tara, I'm like I'm not even any of your therapists. Like I
Yeah.
don't know you guys. How do you know me?
That's so sweet.
Yeah, they're so cute. And they'll come in, they'll be like, we have the cool therapist for group today. I'm
That's
like,
dope.
thank you guys. Don't hate me. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
fine.
but they're really funny. I like them all. They make me laugh.
So you pick tradition.
I would pick tradition, yeah.
What about you?
I feel like I'm on the traditional path,
You
like
are.
the whole degree job, whatever. But like, I feel like, especially like right now, like I'm at that turning point where I'm like, I could do the dream thing. Fuck yeah! Let's just like flip the script. Like, inwardly, like I'm like, I need money. So proud. Like sobbing as I go to work. Like,
Yeah.
but, like I kind of want to like flip the script a little, like make the money doing like the things that I love and like do the travel and like do like the stuff that everyone tells you to do when you're young. But
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do it forever.
let's just do it forever.
Figure it out.
Fuck it,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But I'm also like, I do need a regular paycheck
Yeah.
because I do need to feed myself and my
Yeah.
cat.
And your cat. The cat now.
Specifically the cat, not myself. I could like, I'll drink
You live off
coffee.
the ice cream.
Yeah, I'll live off the ice cream. Maybe I'll drink some coffee to like.
You only need 9 grams of protein, so it's okay.
Yeah, right. Only 9.
Only
Yeah.
9.
Maybe I could get
Okay.
2 protein bars and be stacked.
You'll be buff. Trust me.
But yeah, I'm definitely like traditional, but like I kind of flip the script and do the
Word.
non-traditional shit.
I feel that.
Because everything's uncertain realistically anyway.
Fucking
so,
yeah,
I
it
agree.
is.
I agree.
That's so true.
You know, like
true.
you
That's
really
really
don't
so
know.
true.
So like, just fucking do what you want.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
that.
fine.
I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel like for me, like the traditional route is like something like when you think traditional, it's like you can put like a negative notation on it, but like there's good in tradition. Like going to college is not a bad thing. Like getting a job is not a bad thing. Having a family, that's not bad. Like that's it's like it's not bad to be traditional. Like,
yeah, no,
it's
no,
a tradition for a reason. You know what I mean? So like, but like to me, I feel like tradition. Like there is things like having like a what's it called, like consistent like money flow with like having the job, whatever. It's just like to me, that would make me happy. Like in my life, like obviously follow your dreams is great, but like I feel like the question literally says which one, but like in real life you can do both. Like I feel like there's options to do both. You can,
Interesting.
and I feel like that's not like a offset thing. Like you can't do both. So, but it's the kind of perspective how you see it. But
Yeah.
for me, I feel like I probably pick tradition as well, just because like that I like certainty. Like we literally just said like anything could happen, which is
Yeah.
anything could throw you anywhere, which is like you got to understand that and expect that. But I don't know. I just feel like and it says guaranteed success, so like being successful is like success is whatever you see it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm guaranteed that. So why would I not pick that? I'm guaranteed exactly what I like, and I'm not gonna say I like the traditions, but I can enjoy life with the traditions.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick the traditions for sure. Indeed. I will do one more. That was a good one. So you're the only one that picked thing.
She couldn't not.
I know it's you.
I know it's you.
This is a pretty good one. I think we'll all probably have the same.
I hear about it every single day of my life. I'm gonna
What?
forget nothing. I'm just having a
401k.
moment.
The good old 401k chat.
Oh.
Bro, that's the worst chat to have too. It's like,
Every day. You get a little-
like,
I heard it every day for a while.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna do it so you.
Oh, I won't. I'll
Fuck it.
figure it out.
It is what it is, yo. If y'all
Nah,
see
I
me
feel
living
that.
under a bridge somewhere, just know it.
Shit, I'll take you in.
Yeah, that won't happen.
You're not.
You just solidified.
New friend check.
That's what this pod does.
All right, let's get it. Would you rather lose all the money you earned this year or all the memories you learned this year?
Oh.
Money over memories.
Yeah,
Like from
Sorry.
January to now.
Yes.
Or from what's today's date?
They're
The,
like 300.
That's what I'm saying. Guys, it doesn't
from
make no
last
difference.
March 27th, 2021.
So from 2021 to like right now.
365 days.
I'm gonna pick the
I'd be in
money.
Lose all the money or keep all the money?
Lose the money.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like I said, I'm living under the fucking bridge, Mike.
All the money I made since then.
This year or that year, whatever. Or all the memories you lost. I'm losing all my money because
Tough question.
money you can make at any time.
Yeah, money you can make, memories you can.
Say it again. I don't think they heard you.
Money you can make it, memories you can.
Damn, I wish it was just January, then I totally would have taken
I'd be
money.
like, yeah, fucking go for
Like,
it.
what has happened since then? Like, literally nothing
Yeah.
for me. So I would just pick the money.
Yeah,
Oh, that's just tough.
Why is it tough?
that's kind of
Because, like,
Why
kind of
though?
hard.
But why?
Because
Damn, this is the only year I earned money. I'm losing
Yeah, but
all
you
my
have
money.
your whole life to do that.
Losing all my money.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily the
you got
money
your whole life
aspect.
to earn money.
I have
make
so many
art
other
and
memories
sell
from,
it.
you know,
College.
years back.
What was the memories you guys had this year that you're like I don't give a fuck about?
I feel like I've been in my
That I
head for the
don't give a
majority of the year. So
I
it's like-
graduated school.
See,
Four walls of
you would
my
forget
mind.
all about that.
I still have my degree though. I just forget that I did that.
Yeah, but that's upsetting. You would forget
really.
you got engaged.
She said not
That's
really.
upsetting. You would forget you went to DR. That's upsetting.
Oh, bro, DR was.
I wouldn't.
Would not forget that.
You said no.
I mean, I'll remember part of it. I'm keeping that memory. The memories that I do have, I'm gonna keep those.
Don't wait. Side note,
I guess
I've
those are
talked about this when we first got engaged, and I said your friends helped. These are two friends that helped big time in the engagement. Big time helped.
Happy to be a part of it.
Actually, was in the IG video with the camera.
Yeah, that was
she
it.
was.
Which-
My only part in the video was yelling, "Can someone please answer Kelly?" Because that bitch was blowing my phone. Like as I'm trying to take a video, I see Kelly's on Snapchat calling me like nonstop, and I would keep hanging up on her, and she kept calling me.
And she came right after everything. She said, I missed
Oh,
it.
I missed it. Hey, Kelly, you were late.
Tell you, Kelly.
So funny.
That's funny. All right, so you guys got to answer this question.
Right.
All right, I guess I would lose all my money, but I would be very angry about it.
I would also be very. You gain a new memory of being pissed about losing all your
my new
money.
memories. I'm pissed and now I'm broke.
But I guess it's okay because money.
We have our health and happiness and peace and our memories
Oh,
and
wait.
each other. Come on, y'all.
Space under the bridge for y'all.
Oh, wait.
Like I know that's
Bring the ice
like the
cream.
better
I got
one.
you.
Yeah.
I know. In
But
my heart,
honestly, if
it's
it was like
kinda
from
painful.
January to now, I would have picked my money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
All right.
But see, like,
I work hard for that money.
But I also don't know because, like, part of the reason why, like, this year's, like, been on an upward tick is because of the money.
Word.
You know, it's like that
Word.
that combo.
It's not
like-
bad. You can pick your money. Don't feel.
No, but, like,
I
I
want to
don't
guilt
wanna-
you into thinking
It's like
you
I
have
don't
to
want
pick
money.
your
No, but it's
I do
but
like
I
my
don't want to lose the
memories.
memories.
Yeah.
You know,
Word.
like,
I know. So I'm saying. Think of everything you did from last year to right now.
kind
A
of
lot.
question. This is kind of go throw a wrench in. Do we get to keep the photos from those memories?
Oh.
Nope, everything's disappeared.
Wait, no,
This
but
whole
no,
last
but
year is
photos
done.
are physical.
Like
Nope, the whole
Photos are
last year.
physical.
All right, so then you'll look at it and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
who's this guy?
Who
Wait,
the
hear me
hell?
out. You think about that every time you black the fuck out at night at the bar. You have some photos in your phone.
You have no memories of that?
I don't remember that, but I know I had a fucking great time. Like, you know,
I
like
mean,
one
you're
of those
comparing
things.
one night to you.
Fair enough. Imagine going through photos
Comparing
like,
5 hours.
oh, yeah, I don't remember that. You're like, you're like, I look happy now.
That was I got engaged. Cool. Fuck yeah. You're right.
Who's that guy? No. This guy
Everything starts making sense. But I got hella money though.
But I'm balling.
I don't know any of these motherfuckers. Look at that stack of cash.
That's not funny.
Nah, I'll say money. Money's gone.
Ah,
Because like
yeah.
memories.
Yeah.
Word.
I
agree.
guess that's true. It's not
I
like
agree.
I won a lot or anything. If I won a
That's what I'm
lotto, that'd be a
saying.
whole
Watch me
different.
win the lottery the next day, then I'll be happy again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, if I made like $1 million this year, I'd
Yeah.
probably say like fuck the year's memory. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm just consistent over here, so I'll make the
Yeah.
money.
Coasting. We're coasting.
I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Alright, let's get into these questions.
Oh,
Questions of the app.
Scared.
Questions of the end.
What are you doing to become the person you want to be?
Healing.
Hey, you can go first. Go for it.
Deep-seated rooted trauma.
How are you healing?
I don't know. How do you heal?
I don't know. I don't heal, so I'm asking.
Healing.
What does that mean?
He said I'm permanently traumatized.
I don't know, man. You just discover your interests, what you actually like, put yourself first in situations where you wouldn't, switch shit up a little bit, try new things. I don't know. It's all just.
It's a good description.
Absolutely. That's exactly
Does
what
that
healing
sound
is.
good enough?
You're
But you can go more in
following your
depth. You're like,
heart.
you always give an answer, and then you're like, all right, I'm done. Like, you don't go in depth of your answer. You just say the title
It's
of your
challenging
answer.
for me to be vulnerable. I'm learning. Okay.
Come on,
That's
Seymour.
healing.
This is the
You're
spot.
healing.
Save
Right there.
space, save space, save space.
You're
save
mocking
space.
me, and I don't feel the same
How's
way.
I mocking? Where possibly am I
The
mocking
internet
you
said
right
I
now?
can feel offended anytime I want.
All right.
Nice.
Oh,
Her,
no.
she's healing.
You heal. Alyssa, you heal from this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
What
What are you doing to become the person
Yes, you want to be.
you want to be? I would say I am trying to focus more on myself.
I got you.
No, but I honestly, I feel like nursing is a big part of my life, and it's my job, but it's also like my career, and I enjoy it. So I feel like me trying to really like specialize is kind of like some people saw it as like risky. Like a lot of like my old coworkers are like, "Are you sure you really want to do that? Because then once you do it, you can't go back." I'm like, and then you lose all your skills. But I'm like, but I'm gaining skills that I want to have because I want to pursue
It's
this.
something for you.
Yeah, this is something that I see myself doing for a long time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is what I'm doing to become the person I want to be.
Listening to yourself.
Yeah.
It's intuition and what
Yeah.
you want. and
Yeah.
you're moving forward. You're
Yeah.
taking steps towards that vision that you
Yes.
have.
Very
Yes,
good.
what feels right in my heart.
Yeah.
Nice. Tara?
At this exact moment, nothing. I feel like
honesty.
I have a really hard job. Like social work is really hard
Yeah.
and like draining mentally
Mhm.
because you have to like care about other people's mental and emotional well-being for 8 hours a day. So I'm still trying to find the balance of like my life and doing that because it's like when I come home, like I just go to bed
Yeah.
and then I wake up and I have to do it again.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find the balance.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going on more walks. That counts,
Oh,
I guess.
there we go.
Actually
That's
doing
good.
something after work instead of just like
That is
watching
such a
TV
big
and going
thing.
to bed.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
walking is good.
It's very
It's
hard.
really
sure.
good. You can clear your mind,
Yeah.
your heart rate,
Yes.
blood
Get
circulation.
to take my dog.
Word,
With him.
bonding. Do some you stuff after
Yeah.
work, dealing with people's problems.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah.
big when you're like giving such a big piece
So
of yourself in
much.
your work. That you have
Literally
to,
all day. Like you can't be rude to these people.
I know.
Because they're
Okay.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be rude in like a very nice way.
Right? They don't get like
Yeah.
passive aggression at right?
No,
like,
they do.
5 and 12.
Right,
Because
I
they're
feel like they do.
passive-aggressive.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And then you have to deal with their
strangling
parents,
fish and
too.
shit, right? Yeah.
Like the
My
parents
bad.
are harder than the kids, honestly.
It's like strangling fish. Like, are you serious, Mom?
No, it's like report in the morning they read like why they came in and you're just like
Yeah.
it's like their mom has called 5 times already. You're like, oh my god, it's gonna be that kind of case.
Damn.
We love that. Well, not really, but damn. No, I feel that.
Just trying to
you?
find the balance.
What I'm doing, I would say just trying to like, I guess in that self-care healing vein, but also kind of trying to unlearn things that I've learned in the past
Yeah.
to allow for myself to like view things in a different way. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
That makes sense.
Lifting
You know?
beliefs.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
limiting
yeah.
beliefs.
Like, flip the script. Not even flip the script, just be like, okay, this isn't Bible. This is their Bible. But it's not necessarily my Bible.
You're
so like let's
rewriting
just like
your
yeah.
story.
Yeah, a little bit. Rewriting, a little bit of healing. You
Yeah.
know, I feel like life's all about healing.
Yeah.
Word.
Whether or not you don't heal.
Nah. I was just
It's up to you.
I feel like there's different ways of healing.
Oh no, for sure.
That's why I asked
100%,
you.
for
'Cause
sure.
It's not like there's only one way of healing. That's why I asked.
No, for
I
sure.
think it's more self-discovery, like how you
No,
go about
that's
it.
what I'm
It's
saying.
just
That's why I was
different
asking
Yeah.
you, like, how are you healing? And you like kind of mad.
So offended.
Yeah, I was offended because you like yelled at me because I asked, how are you healing?
things. It was just, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know.
Shaking, baby.
Specifically, crying, depressed, going from 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to 7 to 10 to 9 to 10 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
ah!
She's doing this podcast.
You want to cry right now? I'll prove it to you, Mike.
Your turn.
What am I doing? I mean, when I read it, it's like, what do you want to be? Is kind of how I, interpret it. Because asking, what are you doing to be where you want to be? I mean, I'm staying active.
He's like, I'm chilling.
I'm chilling, but I mean, I'm staying active because I definitely want to stay healthy. I mean, that's the person I want to be, is a healthy person. I want to be a respectful, genuine person. So, I think just continuing to be real and be genuine is helping me to be who I want to be.
Word. I think
But it's
so.
also, understanding other people, understanding myself, kind of thing. Like I understand, I kind of get it, I think, but. It's, it's always growing. Just keep growing. I think that's what I'm trying to do, is just keep growing.
Opening yourself up.
Yeah, I don't know everything, so keep growing. That's what I'm doing. That's my answer. Yeah! Word. All right, let's get into the next card.
That's a good card.
That was a good card. All right. What experiences did you have as a child that you wish others could have too?
Interesting.
I can go first. I mean, I actually have a couple. One would definitely be something that, I mean, it's kind of like not everyone could do it, but having two cousins my age was great. I wish everyone could experience that, because it literally was like amazing going through life with other people. Like I had an older brother, so it was like, I can kind of see from his lens, but like we had 3 different lenses together. Like it was like you were able to do this. We all had 3 different lives, but we all lived one life together, I swear. So it was like
One life to live.
super lit having to be able to literally just grow up together. So it's cool, because I actually was just talking to both of them. They're going to be both my groomsmen. They're gonna
Nice.
but they're my guys. Honest, those are literally like 2 people in this world that like, that's my guys. Like those are my guys.
No
So
matter
like,
where you end up in life.
seriously. So like, if anyone truly like was like able to experience that, that'd be great. Like I wish everyone was able to experience having like a cousin that they're close with growing up, like learning life as a child with a family member that like understands you, and like it was just dope. So like that's something I definitely would wish everyone would experience. 'Cause it was lit.
What was the question?
What's a childhood experience you wish everyone could do or maybe have? What experiences did you have as a child that you wish others could have too?
Do you have more than one?
You guys go. I can talk after. I don't want to keep talking.
I can go for days. That's fine. I guess I'll go this way. Honestly, in that same vein, it's gonna get real sappy real quick. But honestly, having like a sister and like someone to like experience like life, like you said, like with you, but like also being in the same household. So like going through the same shit all the time, but like also just like experiencing things like we were very close, like like obviously physically, but like also in age, and just like our friend groups were very similar, and like it's just like it's nice. Like we were reminiscing in the car on the way up. It was like
That's dope.
we were just like, oh, like the family like vacations we would do. Like we were on like truly blessed, but like
You really were.
Yeah, you
like-
have such a healthy like family
oh my
dynamic.
God, it's very
It's
healthy.
so like
love that.
refreshing. Like walking in their home, it's just like like it's just like so cute. All the pictures of your parents like on the wall, I'm, like
They,
crying.
like, it's just like it's always like being surrounded by love. Like especially like too like having a sister who's like not necessarily your twin, but basically your
Yeah.
twin. Like it's
Right.
like it's like growing up with a twin. Like you like you're surrounded by the love constantly. Like you obviously like get your shit rocked on occasion because like you're not
I was
You need
gonna
that
say,
though. You
like,
need that though. Yeah. No, you need
Definitely
that.
has punched me in the face a few times over nail polish.
I was
Just
young.
like that. With a remote.
I was a child. I've grown and I apologize.
I'm not mad about it. It's like siblings do. Siblings
But like
fight.
just like that love. Like I know like not everyone necessarily can experience like the love and the closeness that like we're blessed to have, but like just like to have that is just like growing up. It does definitely like help shape you as a person.
Word. Super dope.
And sappiness.
I would just say the same thing, like a stable family. Like we were always together. We went on a lot of road trips, which I like wish everyone could experience. Like we went on so many family trips, but our parents like to travel before they had us, so they just like kept going. But also the same thing with the cousins. Like we have like
So many cousins.
like 12, 13 cousins, and we're all around the same age.
That's dope.
And we all
dope.
live like in Westchester, so we were all either like between like 5 or like 30 minutes like apart.
That's so far.
And my mom like was a stay-at-home mom for like a good portion of our childhood, and she would watch all of our cousins.
That's
so we
so
were
dope.
together
Yeah.
all day, every
Yeah.
day, and she would watch us, which
That's
I'm
so
sure was
dope.
so annoying.
Yeah.
But we would have a great time.
At minimum 2, maximum like 12 at a time.
She had all of us.
That's mad funny.
Yeah.
That's
so I
fire.
think that. And we
That's
still
so
like
fire.
to hang out, and like we like go out and get
Yeah, it
drunk
makes such a
together.
big difference. Yeah, because I can see, I don't have to see them for years, and then I'll hit them up and be like, yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah.
Nothing's changing. That's my guys.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah, we have a very close family.
That's so dope. That's so dope.
Little
Alyssa?
ladies.
I would say being a middle child, because I know everyone makes fun of middle child. Everyone always makes fun of that. But yes, the forgotten child. But I feel like it was, for me personally, a good experience because I had my older sister like to look up to, but then I also had like my younger sister to like be a role model too. And like I saw that at like a young age. And at first I didn't realize it. At first I hated it when Erica came, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not the center of the world anymore. What the hell is happening? Like it was like terrible. But as I grew up, I liked like being that like little person. Like I've seen Kristen like grow from being like in my house to moving in with Nick to becoming a mom. And it's like seeing that like transformation is like insanely like rewarding, like seeing like we come from the same path, you know. So it's like I like turn to her for like almost everything in life, but then like I also have Erica to like have that same relationship that I have with Kristen with her.
Yeah,
Fire.
you take from what you learn from her, and then you can like
Pass
pass
it
it on
on.
Erica.
It's like a river
Yeah.
trickling down.
Love
River of
that.
knowledge.
Middle child shit, baby. We became middle children on the same exact day.
I was just gonna say that.
Both of our younger siblings were the same exact birthday.
Same birthday.
Isn't that crazy?
Now, what happens if they get married?
They will not.
We've
They're
thought
just
about
not
it.
ready.
We've
Yeah,
thought
that's
about
Yeah, we thought about it.
It won't happen.
It's
It
not
won't
happening.
happen.
They're just something
It won't
insane. They're turning 18 next month.
I know, that shit is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, actually wild.
Is she going to Mount St. Mary too?
Hell no.
Oh, yeah, no, that's,
Hell no.
I'd be surprised.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like, whoa, really? All this?
Everyone Tara was a nursing major?
Yeah. I was just talking to my mom about that yesterday. She was like, you know, I'm so proud of you. You failed your first semester of college. I was like, that's because I was a nursing major and you made me do that, and I hated it like, with a passion.
I remember, like, so they, and you know what's funny? I didn't realize this. They roomed us together, like, based on, like, our majors. So,
Yeah, we
like,
would've never
me,
been
you, and
roommates.
Harley were together because we were nursing majors. And I didn't realize that, but then my sister, like, mentioned something about it. Anyway.
That's a
So
good
it was
point.
like the first day we're like all moved in and like we're like laying in our little bunk beds, and I genuinely said like from like my heart, I'm like, you guys, I'm so excited to study nursing, like I'm so excited to become a nurse. And Tara was like, yeah, I'm only doing it because my mom said maybe it would be a good idea. And I'm like, oh,
That came from her heart.
yeah, no, literally.
Well,
And
here's
there
my
was
mom loves me
literally-
here.
No, no. And there was this one test, like remember A&P?
Yeah.
So this anatomy and physiology is just like it's like memorizing the body, like you know basics, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's low key hard. So, like you know,
Yeah.
Not everyone can do it.
So me and
This is
Tara,
basic knowledge.
me and Tara were the same.
I call this out. Like, yo, what happened?
So me and Tara were in the same class, and we studied for like how long for that one test? Like
12 hours.
I think that was like the most I've ever studied for a test in my whole entire life. But I was like, Tara, we're gonna get this down. She's like, Alyssa, I gotta pass. And I was like, okay, we're gonna do it. And we sat our asses in the library like day in and day out for this one test. Hours. we wrote on that whiteboard. I still have a picture of like how small the words were. Like we wrote
To fit it
we
all on there.
drew everything. Like we were so thorough. And like I took that test, I felt so good. I'm like, oh my god, Tara's gonna do so well. I know she rocked it. Tara, how'd you do the test? She's like, yeah, I got like a 57. I'm like,
No, I honestly think I got like a 34. Like, I'm not kidding.
There was a curve.
I really did.
I'm like, what? But
At that point, I like
she
didn't
just,
care.
just because she
I
did
got more
not
of this.
care. She
I'm not
literally was
there.
just like, I don't give a shit about this. But I was like, like salivating. I was so excited. And she's just like, I don't give a fuck. And then she switched her major and she was fucking
I had a
killing
great
it.
time.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, yeah.
I got like a 34.
Well, I don't have the pleasure of having siblings like you guys.
Yeah. So what's the childhood?
I think though, under the same kind of like idea. I mean, I was exposed to a lot of different environments. Like my mom can't sit still, and she has a lot of different interests. She's known a lot of different people, and like, I'm just grateful for the fact that I've met every sort of fucking person under the sun. That like nothing surprises me. So like, I don't know. I think I've just been able to take that out into like the world and like not be afraid to try new experiences or meet new people because like okay I don't know, my mom's not afraid to do those things. Is what I've seen growing up, those kinds of things. But then also like just valuing friends and then like having a close-knit group of friends, because if I were to say so growing up, it would be like you guys who are my siblings, and Nick and whomever. So yeah,
That's dope. No, that's good. That is good. I feel like now people do that. You get like secluded and shit. And it's funny because I actually watched a podcast and the people were talking about like it's important to like even just go to the next state over if it's 20 minutes away, like just to be able to see different things, not only just your own things. So just seeing shit, getting other friendships, getting other like different cultures and shit. It's dope. Super dope. So.
And especially too that your mom's like, look, you can do all these things, meet all these people, and like still be okay. Like that's key because I feel like a lot of people don't get that, and then they just have like, I mean, we all have anxieties, but like they have like severe anxieties of like I can't really break out of the bubble, the comfort bubble. Like your comfort bubble's so big. Like I'm lucky jealous. Like that's phenomenal. Like that's crazy.
Oh wow, it feels so small, but I really appreciate that. Jeez. Yeah.
That's funny. I feel like another one that I was gonna say, and everyone can like go with it, is playing sports. I
was about to say that.
Yeah, that it makes such a big difference. Like obviously not everyone plays sports. A lot of people do, which is great, but like not everyone does. But like not even just like the sport itself, but just like getting like a brotherhood,
being a
a
part of
sisterhood.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
being a part of a routine. What's it called?
A team, a
A team.
roster.
A jackal.
It's a jackal.
It's a plane. No, being what the fuck? A routine. Being in a routine, just like schedule. Like even just at a young age, like even if you don't like the sport, if you love the sport, whatever, just like being able to be around other people, competing and like friendly competition. I just that was like super, just dope. Because I mean, growing up, I always played like soccer and like I always played sports, but like once I started like getting like a personality, playing sports made such a big difference. Like even like being like young and playing sports with older kids made me feel better because I'm like, all right, I know them, they know me. Even if we're not friends, we're like, we're in the same vicinity, which is cool. Like growing older, I was like able to, and then once you're older, you meet your real friends. It's dope. So like, play a sport. Even if you're not good at it, play a sport.
That's
Even
even
activities.
we got to travel so much because we'd be on like travel soccer teams or like AAU basketball. You'd go somewhere for a weekend.
Word.
Those are fun.
Those
I
are the
love
best
those trips, yo.
Yeah, because you're with your
Those are the best
people.
trips,
You're
yeah.
with your people.
Yo, and with AAU too, it's like a team of people like you don't play with during the season, so it's just like a completely different vibe. You guys are going to bubble fuck to play in a tournament,
Yeah, we got to go to Hershey Park one time, I remember.
That's so
But
dope.
I sprained my ankle in the first game, so all my team would push me around in the wheelchair. After the amusement park, and we got to go to the front of the line. So obviously it worked out. It was like the first 30 seconds of the first game of the whole tournament.
And it was crazy too because that tournament was like in this massive like showcase where they show off like horses and like cattle and shit. And the floor, like the courts were like those plastic tiles.
about that.
Yeah.
Like that hard plastic. And she just went down and it was just like screamed.
I remember
and everyone was
screaming, and then when I stopped screaming, I looked at my dad. I was like, "Did I make the layup?" He was like, "Yes, you did."
That's all that matters.
Yes.
I just so vividly remember the smell of the place, and it was just like
Jesus.
horses. Like
That is
horse-
so
like,
strange.
right? It was
What a
weird. but
diverse location.
Yeah, it was.
It's
It was like also obviously
Good times,
because Hershey's like in the middle of nowhere, so it was like
Yeah,
in the middle of
Pennsylvania.
nowhere, and it was like the thing, there's a Popeyes, and that's it. And then it's just road.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
road. Straight
road
road.
and highway.
That's funny. Anybody else got any ones? Other ones?
Experiencing as a kid, I don't know. My mom gave me a lot of like adult freedom.
Weird.
Not adult freedom, like
I now learned to. What's it called?
It's a plane.
No. I learned to
The hand.
this is the weenus.
love. It'll come back to me. I learned to love the small town setting. Appreciate.
Yeah, I agree.
That was
I
the word
definitely
you were
agree.
trying
I was
figure
trying
out.
really hard. I couldn't.
You're like,
come to me.
Appreciate like love.
It really could not come. I was gonna say enhance. I'm like, I don't know why it was like stuck in my brain. But I learned to appreciate the small town setting.
I agree. I definitely agree. I used to make fun of Chester all the time. But now it's
Yeah.
like, all right, like
You go
you're
away,
a grown
come back,
family.
you're like,
yeah,
"Ooh,
it's like, all right, it's not
Okay,
bad.
okay. I can handle this.
No, it's not dope. How many kids you guys graduate? Was your graduating
Well,
class?
our we went to a private
Yeah.
Catholic school, so it was like 200.
Oh, you still have more than us.
Yeah, but it was like the public schools had like a lot more than that, and we
Yeah.
had like 3, like in the direct area.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had hella kids in that area.
Like our
Yeah.
block was like kid central. Like I
That's
remember-
another good part of our childhood.
Yeah.
Like all of our neighbors were the same age, so we
Yes.
used to just run around the
That's so
block
fun.
Like we
together.
had
That's so
like the
fire.
trampoline, so like
Oh, they would come
even
over
if
all
we
the time.
weren't out, like
I love
there would
that.
just be like
Hanging out
at
back
least
there.
kids
Yeah.
running
Running around the
neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
That's
we used to
fire.
ride our bikes together around, just do
Yeah.
With a
random
little
things.
speaker that you
Tie it to
That's
the
so
bike.
fire.
and hope to God it doesn't fall.
Right, yeah.
So much fun.
Oh my God, I would say like for on that small town thing, just like growing up in like a suburban
Neighborhood
like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like neighborhoody area, like
Word.
that's definitely
Word.
key because like you learn like who you are, whatever, without like the extraness of the city.
Yeah.
Word.
You know, like I have a lot of
Yeah,
city
yeah.
friends who are like they're the city. You know,
Yeah.
they're the city.
New York
Yeah.
City, nothing like New
But
York.
no, and then like
Yeah.
one of my best friends, like she's from the Bronx, so you know them Bronx people, they're like the Bronx. and then
Bronx
like,
is not it. Have you ever seen the Breakfast
I
Club?
guess definitely is.
Club?
Bronx
Yeah,
is
with
not
Charlemagne the God. It's like when he does Donkey of the Day, he's like the worst people come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
the facts all of Florida. I will say my best friend, she could. I love her.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
great. But like, honestly, as soon as people leave the Bronx, like she even said, she's like, the Bronx isn't it. I was like,
not
I
it.
know it's not it. You're
Not
only
it.
making it because you're there.
Yeah.
You know, but like once you're out, like I've never heard. I mean, personally, never heard of someone from Brooklyn say like Brooklyn's it. Like you only stay in Brooklyn. Like you don't need
You're
like
trying to convince yourself kind
Right.
of thing. Like, yeah,
like I've only ever heard from people from the Bronx like you don't leave the Bronx. Like
Yeah,
the Bronx,
yeah.
you are the Bronx. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
alright, but like there's like that extra pressure now of like I'm in the city. Like New York City is like there's so, like city kids are built different, guys.
They are.
no. Even we had
Yeah.
Bucci on. He was just like his mentality of
he's
like
telling us
the
how the
city
difference
compared-
was. It's just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is a
Yeah.
prep
Yeah.
round?
Yeah, different.
That's why Westchester is good, because
Yeah.
like you're only like 30 minutes from the city, so like
Word.
we used to go there all the time with our
Oh,
mom,
yeah.
like and spend the day or whatever. But then you just come back to the suburbs. And
Word.
it's
We
really
literally
chill.
just talked about that 2 episodes with Marquis. He was just like saying like this is a perfect area because we're like 45 minutes from the city, so like
Yeah.
Hop
we
on a
can
train,
go in
plane,
and
bus.
like have fun and then like all right, we're done, we're going back.
Yeah. No, honestly, to be within like commuting distance of the city is key.
It's amazing.
Like
yeah.
we're all definitely
Word.
blessed with that because it's like you don't have that and like the stress of that, but then you're like, I'm good. Let's go.
We out.
Although I will say the minor stress of like, I mean, now that we're adults, of catching the last Metro North train, game over.
Scheduling
Like,
and shit.
oh my god,
Take the
'cause
train.
don't take the train, honestly, because it's like 150. It's like the last train, 1:56 in the morning. If you're not there, you're not getting until like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a
You're
crazy
sleeping
gap.
at
Yeah,
And it's
literally
like,
staying at Grand Central.
yeah,
Word.
it's just crazy. So definitely that for sure.
Any other ones? Anyone got anyone else?
Suburb is key.
Great childhoods we all lived.
I know it's
Great
crazy.
childhood.
These amazing
No, I have like
childhoods.
a real appreciation for it because like the kids I work with are
Yeah,
all
no,
have
yeah,
like
when you get
bad
different
trauma,
perspective like
and
that,
it's like
yeah,
wow, I was
yeah.
blessed.
Word.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree. I definitely see that. It's good. Everybody, no more.
I think that's
Childhood
it.
sucked.
Childhood's the worst. Don't
Word.
need that.
Adulthood for
Alright.
the win.
Adult for life. Let's go buy some
Love that.
$9 bacon.
It's a bacon. 9 pounds, baby. $9. 9 pounds. How much is it? How much is bacon?
I don't know. It was $9 when I got like,
A pound.
but now everything is like
Yeah, now it's crazy.
crazy. So it's probably like $400. Who fucking knows? So I got a loan to have breakfast.
Go to the bank. Why do you need this? I need to get breakfast.
Fucking, I just want some scrambled eggs and bacon. You know, please.
It's mad funny because we deadass had eggs and bacon this morning.
So did I.
$45 fucking meal.
I don't know. I live at home. I don't pay for it. I'm still blessed with them buying it for me. Living life.
Damn, this has been a dope app. Super dope.
Yeah.
21. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
21.
So what is it? Vine?
Vine.
Vine, yeah.
So you
21?
stupid. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
What's 9 plus 10? 21.
Stupid. Damn, yo. That poor boy. I hope he figured that out, you know? Bless his heart, you know? And I hope that boy stopped calling him stupid.
That's funny. All right, so how we like to conclude, we like to say our goals for the week. So by next week, what's something that you want to accomplish? So, Simone, if you'd like to go first, we can start by that corner.
What are we gonna accomplish next week? By next week. Oh, I sent that song out. I think that was the last thing.
Word.
So I sent that out to be done. So I'll get that back.
Cool. Good shit.
So I guess that's someone else's goal. Send that shit back to me at the end of the week.
Someone else's goal.
Cool.
All right, that's a good goal.
Thanks.
It'll happen.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You finish everything on your side, like your end of the song, you just send it out.
Yeah.
Is that how it
Just
works?
a master. Yeah.
That's all how you do your shit, you send it out, and then it comes back and it's done. Cool beans. Music
You be
industry,
talented,
baby.
man.
Yeah, I'm saying, I wish.
I literally
I wish.
cannot handle. I have 0.
No,
It's
Yeah,
like-
Are you kidding?
like, no shot.
Are you kidding?
Hear me out though. Talent isn't everything. Podcasting, talent. Cooking, talent. I'm just saying there's talent.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
I know.
Conversationalist
I
and
know.
like storytelling talent is a thing. Like
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I
There's
know.
so
I'm
many
not saying
things. Those are things.
like if you can cook, that's a thing.
No, it's
That's
facts.
that
facts.
really
That's
is a
facts.
thing.
But I'm just saying, like, if I could sing, I'd be hopping on hella hooks. Like, yo, you need me to sing on your hook? I got you.
Michael literally just said
Yeah,
that.
I thought the same thing, but then it's just
Right?
like no.
No, I would.
No.
Because I mean, personally, I don't think I would ever take music seriously. But I don't sing, so I can't say that. But if I just wish I could sing, so I'd be like, yo, you need a hook? I got you. I'll give you quick 4 bars that are just singing.
Nah.
I ain't gotta rap nothing. I'm just straight singing on the hook.
Aw.
But I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
But I told you I would hop on a track if I'm saying, what kind of party is this? I would hop on a track that way. I'll be talking. Yeah.
We gotta find.
No, I don't gotta do all the extra. I don't gotta
You
do all
write
DJ
something for
Khaled.
that.
You
What
literally
kind of
just hear me. I ain't screaming on this shit. I'm just saying. And then this fucking shit's like
That's literally how DJ Khaled is.
I do not want to be that. You just.
I can see someone listening to that at work and accidentally put it up too high, and then
You're like,
people go like, and everyone's like,
What is happening?
It's just what kind of party.
you party hard.
My new favorite podcast, guys. You want to listen?
Oh, that's our goal.
I think I'm gonna have to make like weekly goals for getting this wedding planned.
That's a good one.
That's the best way to do it.
planning.
So planning the planning process.
Fuck yeah.
Word. I'll
Pre-development.
be assistance. I'm here in assistance.
I know.
Are you gonna be there?
Probably not. I think I actually have work that weekend. So.
Oh,
Oh.
Word.
well, I'll be there.
Okay, cool. Go.
No, actually, you're not invited. Sorry.
Oh wow.
You won't be there.
Oh yeah, you're right. But you're not invited. I'm
But
actually
she
invited.
could
I just won't be there.
standing.
Ah.
You're right.
Sorry.
I don't really want to go anyways.
I think I have things to do. It should be just me anyway, so it's okay. It's okay.
Tara.
I don't really have a goal. I would
give you a
say
big mind.
either work out a few times this week
Great goal.
because I'm always too tired to do that when I get home,
Solid.
or book a trip to Texas.
Ooh, that is a big one. Two good ones.
my exes.
Two good ones. Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Chaos.
Texas.
Whenever I think Texas, I think of Nick.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say you should ask
Yeah,
Nick
back up.
because Nick gets.
He always has some grandiose story about
Yeah, no,
Texas.
Nick travels the world. You're like, Nick, where you at? He's like, Nashville. Next day, he's like, yeah, I'm in South Dakota.
The way he says
Nick
it.
is funny. Yeah,
He's like, yeah, you know.
Never stop following your dreams, guys. Playing ticket blow. Yes, Nick. Yeah.
Nick, we love you, dog.
I do. I fucking
I
do,
love
yeah.
Nick.
It's funny. Mac, what's your goal?
I I got so much shit going on this week. So like I had to apply for a grant.
Is it the creative NY builds ones?
No. So it's like through like Arts Westchester. There's a grant for like to do like a public like service artsy thing in Mount Vernon.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like, let me just help, because I love the youth.
Yeah.
Let's help the youth. So I'm thinking of doing like maybe a art workshop for like maybe seniors who are trying to be like aspiring artists. So then like at the end of it, we can showcase it, because I know like for me personally, like showcasing like my senior year of college kind of like set it in stone. I was like, this is what I want to do. So it's like, it's like one of those things where you kind of like gotta like get them to actually like feel it and see what it's like to know if they want to actually do it. So I'm like, maybe you could do that. But I gotta apply for that grant first. So like this is all for me. This is back to the goal.
Apply for the grant.
Apply for the grant.
Get all this done in 1 week.
Long-winded response.
Apply for the grant and finish your painting, because like I'm also in the
Word.
process.
I wish you brought it.
I'm sorry. I literally had it and I finished the face, and then I was like, I can't bring it without the hair.
Yeah, if it's not done, you want to bring it. But you could have brought something else.
I was gonna say, you could have brought
something.
some.
Yeah, your shit is dope, yo. Like, you showed me right before the pod. I was
Well, everybody,
I know,
you
it's
can
like
tap into the socials and see it all, because the social media looks fire.
Giraffe
Yeah, yo.
Studios. We should make a little
Little tune.
little jingle.
Giraffe, doo-doo,
A lot of finger guns. But I'll send you guys pictures and stuff so you can
Big
see
time.
it and
Post
Word.
them,
when it's done.
repost
Yeah,
them.
facts. My goal, we're going to a wedding this weekend, which I'm excited for. It's not really a goal, kind of just excited for that. Love weddings, love going to weddings, that's dope. A goal, I like working out. I need to work out.
Me too.
I need to work out. I mean, I've been playing basketball, which is
say that all the
great.
time. I'm like,
I
I
know.
need to work
I know.
out.
She keeps me on it though, because if I say my goal is to work out on the pod, she's like, "Your goal is to work out. You gotta do it." So I'm like, "All right, you're right."
Yeah,
So,
because I literally hear him editing it. Like, even if I'm not on it here, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna do hip workout.
I haven't said it in a while,
And
but
it's like Fridays. Yeah.
He's like, I gotta start working out. And I'm like, you say this every
You
week, and then
literally
you don't
said it.
fucking work out.
I was
So,
like, you can't
do
say
it.
it on the pod and then not hold yourself to
I
it.
know.
So,
I know. That's not my goal. I'm not gonna do it. My goal. I've been playing basketball, which is great. I've been playing a lot of basketball. It makes me feel great. Makes me a happy guy. My goal. Get these shirts. I think we're gonna get the shirts this week. We ordered it. Everything is ordered. Once we get the shirts, we can hopefully get the website up, and then we can go from there. Get this merch going, because merch will be coming very, very soon.
stay tuned.
So that will definitely. Hopefully, we get it this week. I mean, it's kind of like not in my control. Just like your goal, it's not really in your control. So.
Somebody else's goal.
Yeah, somebody else's goal. So.
Be happy, motherfucker. For next pod.
So. Word. All right, Joe. You got anything else? Everybody good? You would like to plug your socials? I know we just talked about it a little bit. Plug it up.
Oh, sure. Okay, so it's at Mad Giraffe Studios. Giraffes is 2 F's, guys, by the way. And Studios is
For those who can't spell.
For those who can't spell, it should just pop up after you put Mad G, but like we're there now.
Also, it'll be on the What Kind of Party page, so
Yes.
So how about
we'll
it?
be here, tagged and everything.
Episode
Comment,
21.
send me messages, whatever you guys want. If you want to see something specific, let me know. But got you guys.
Swerve. Appreciate you coming. Everyone, appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like, all that good shit.
Jump up and down, do a happy dance.
It's lit.